Richard Byford, and you are watching Byford on the Green. If you've watched Byford on the Green in the past, you will already know that the roots of this program are based in sustainability and the art of going green. We've produced several really good interviews, and I hope you'll take the time to go to richardbyford.com and take a look at some of them. Some very interesting folks. But I thought it was about time that perhaps I interviewed myself and let you know how I feel about some things. When we did our first video, we went down onto the streets of Palm Springs, took a camera crew, and asked people from all walks of life one question: what does going green mean to you? We thought we'd get kind of crazy answers and do a Jay Leno jaywalking kind of video. Instead, we got the most well-informed, well-educated, sensible answers. Take a look at the video. The video is called Green Walking, and it's on my website at richardbyford.com. It's also on YouTube under Byway Entertainment 1. Well, the answers certainly gave me hope. I guess the question that I keep wanting to ask is, why is change so hard for the average American? And why does everything to do with sustainability end up being political? The American way is deeply rooted in a short but very volatile, sometimes quite violent history. And frankly, we're losing and forgetting the reasons why we all are Americans and what America stands for. The ways now that seem to be prevalent are entitlement, greed. They all seem to be running rampant at the moment. They're the new norms. When we entered the 21st century and 9/11 came along, we entered a new time in history, a new phase in history. And now we live on fast forward, and life as we knew it is just another chapter in the history books. The 9/11 terrorists had no idea what was going to happen. They've completely changed the landscape of our lives, and for that matter, the whole world. There are many in this country that would like America to be like it was 25 years ago. Yes, it's true that we can all learn from history and the mistakes that we've made in the past. But there is very little that relates to the new world and the new way of life. And so now we are kind of having to make it up as we go along. One thing is for sure: the way we treated our planet Earth, the disrespect that we showed to other countries who had minerals that we needed to fuel our excessive lifestyles, our consumption habits, yes, our consumption habits, our use of energy, and lastly, but no means by least, the lack of respect that we show each other. It all must change, or our children will inherit a planet that is devoid of life as we know it today, and certainly is going to be a very nasty, very unpleasant place to live. But let's look on the bright side. It is not too late, and there is fast becoming a majority of people who feel the way I do and want to do the right thing. For those of you that are not sure, or those of you that disagree with me, I'd like to give you a couple of examples. Bear with me. There is no more water. I'll say it again. There is no more water. All the water that exists on this planet is all the water there ever has been and ever will be. Yes, it shifts from place to place. It evaporates, forms clouds, moves somewhere else, precipitates the rain, and then we start the cycle all over again. However, don't forget that 70% of the water on this planet is salt water in oceans and is relatively unusable. The planet is getting warmer. That's a proven fact. And the climate is changing as a result of many things. So places that had water now have much less, and places that were dry now have floods. The population of this planet is multiplying at an unbelievable rate, especially in the areas of the world that cannot support it. And yet there's only the same amount of water. You do the math. How much proof do we all need before we all have to go on a save the water diet? And incidentally, on my blog there is a very interesting essay by Professor Evan Naring from Arizona on population growth. Take a look at it. It'll certainly open your eyes. So that's just one example. Another example is the fact that we were in New York a couple of weeks ago, just after the bad snowstorms. And they had a problem getting the trucks around to collect all the garbage. Now the garbage was all bagged and in big, huge piles on the sides of all the side streets. It wasn't the fact that the garbage was there, because it was being collected. It was the fact that that garbage has to go somewhere. And we all know where it goes. It goes into the earth. Don't you ever wonder how much trash and garbage we can actually lose by putting it into the earth? I think it's an amazing fact. And yet another example. So please keep checking back with the website. We'll have new interviews up there. And visit my blog. Please visit my blog. I want you to write your thoughts. Please disagree with me. Put up new thoughts. Stuff that we can all discuss. We can all have a courteous, polite discussion. We might not always agree, but that's okay. But at least we will have started a discussion. The addresses for the website and the blog will be at the end of this video. I appreciate your time. My name is Richard Byford, and this has been Byford on the Green. Hope to see you again. Thank you.